Namaste and welcome to Wisdom at Sunrise. By developing stronger movement and mindfulness practices, we will find peace through chaos. Time to flow.
Good morning and welcome to day 2 of our series. Today we are talking about the squat and the lunge, which are some of my favorite movements, not only because I just enjoy doing them, but also because of their overall importance for general health through our entire lives. I personally used to work with seniors all the time, and what really baffled me about the whole situation was that some of them could barely get out of chairs, where some of them, were almost as, more mobile than I was. And what I came to realize is that a lot of the times is because they just didn't use those muscles, those movements, because over time, it started getting a little bit more difficult, and they started using assistance canes, and they pull themselves up instead of trying to actually stand up from a squat position and things like that. So the squat will drastically increase your independence as you age, from getting on and off of a toilet to sitting in a chair, different things like that. Also helps increase your blood flow and strengthen your hips, which a lot of hips are replaced as you age. And once the hips start going, it's real hard to just move around in general. So you want to keep your real hips as long as you can, and forever if you can. And then also helps keep your knees healthy, contrary to common belief. People think that squatting is bad for your knees, when in reality, it's actually good for your knees if done correctly. And so how do you incorporate these things? Well, these ones are easy. Set that timer, 2 to 5 minutes. Just do some squats. Sit there and squat up and down. You can hold the squat at the bottom. You can try to go all the way down, putting your hands on the ground. Even move around in the squat a little bit, side to side. Really get the mobility in your hips going and things like that. Those ones are easy. If you can add load to any, that's also very important as well. But in reality, just the motion itself is really good for the longevity of the body. The next would be the lunge. So bilaterally using your legs is very, very important for overall gait, which we'll talk about a little bit later. But the ability to utilize your balance is also very important, whenever you're talking about longevity and overall health, because at any point in time you could potentially fall. Something gets knocks you over, and you have to catch yourself. Those muscles that you're working in the lunge is what helps you, stabilize yourself, make sure you're not going to fall and things like that. So helps keep your core strong, because you're going laterally side to side, trying to keep yourself from falling over when you're only on, when you're off balance. Also increases the range of motion, and overall just good for the general hip area, which again we'll talk about. We've talked about how the hips are very, very important to aging and longevity in life. So again, with those, you literally just have to do a lunge. So that's 2 to 5 minute periods. You can do some squats, then do some lunges. There you go. So that is it for today. If you have a comment, leave it, and I will see you tomorrow for day 3 of the series.
Thanks for flowing with us. Remember to like, share, and subscribe to the show, and follow us on social media at Warrior Monk Method.